Boo-doo-doo. We got any lobbies? We got any lobbies up? Anything looking good out here? We got anything? We got anything decent out here? People still playing minerals? God bless them. Chasing down the street. Kerrigan glitchless? I'm not sure I understand enough about the old bugs in Nexus Wars to even know what that's supposed to mean. How about we just start playing games? Then if I lose, I can just blame it on the fact that I did no warm-up at all. I wouldn't be a man if I wasn't making my life harder for absolutely no reason. Let's get it. Let's do it. We gaming. We gaming.
What's going on? SCV ready. Yep. Yeah. Huh? Huh? SCV ready. Go ahead. Go ahead. SCV ready. Roger.
I know it's crazy. You're like, I didn't think Nathan would ever be live again. I know. Nathan took a few R&R days. Just got a lot of video editing done. Got a lot of clips and highlights posted on the YouTube. I kind of wanted to prioritize getting a little bit just more stuff out there, so that's what I ended up doing. Also wasn't really feeling well yesterday, if I'm being honest. Stomach was definitely, a thing. But not too much else happening. Not too much else. I pulled my first God Pack in the Pokemon Pocket TCG app. I pulled my first God Pack. That means you pull, it's like a scripted thing that can happen that has literally never happened to me before until this morning. So I pulled 5 like full art, max rarity, holographic whatevers. So that was a great time. That was a great time for Nathan. That's it. I don't really have like any other revelations to bring you. Maybe the Matrix Revelations. I could bring that to you if you ordered it and I was like the guy delivering it to you. That definitely could. That could be, like, given an infinite amount of realities and timelines, it's almost unlikely that I wouldn't have delivered you a copy of Matrix Revelations at some point. whether in this timeline or in another one, whether it happened yet or it's going to happen. Damn! Oh, he did get the patch started too. Well, that's okay. That does happen. There's like no way he's not getting link speed, right? It'd be likely greedy for me to stay out on the map like this. For a first game of the day, Nate, maybe we just we take a step back from the ledge. Maybe we take a step back from the ledge. Oh yeah, I forgot that there's like another Reaper cliff in that spot. That's actually kind of cool. Alright, do you guys see the beauty of my plan here? So it's the 4cc build, but I'm just trying to focus on not completely dropping the ball with the follow-up macro. Only thing I need to do... Actually, the eBay is a part of the wall in the natural, so we're good. We're, like, basically there. In the hypothetical where we get Baneling busted, then, yes, it's not a good time. Like, that actually could suck. For sure. You know, that could be bad. So maybe I will build a bunker here, just for old time's sake. Because I've got the barracks building the reactor for the factory, so that's almost done. 200 SCV all in. Dan the man. Dan the man. Is that what you like to do on Saturdays? You go for 200 SCV all ins? he's like, I can't get enough of them. I can't get enough of them. I was trying to find out. It was like the summer of 2016. Summer of 2016 was when I went out to Vegas. I was doing some research on some of these shows that I went to over the years. But thankfully, it turns out that the nightclub I went to in the Aria didn't open until May, so most of the groups I went to see were there in 2020, 2015 and 2016, but I couldn't remember what year I saw them. So I was able to narrow it down. I was able to narrow it down to 2016. I was looking up some of the set lists at the raves that although I guess the one nice one I really got to go to. So I was trying to find out who was playing there. It turns out that was also Armin, so that was cool. So I've actually seen Armin live a couple times. Your 2v2 teammate loves it. The 200 SCV all in? Is that really a thing? He's like, yeah, man, don't mess up 200 SCVs, bro. You know, I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to tell you what the limits. I'm not here to tell you what your limits are. I'm not here to tell you how to live. I'm not here to tell you what to do, okay? So all I'm going to say is if you want to build 200 SCVs and then all in with them, then from one human to another, I respect you and your wishes. All right? That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. You want to do a 200 SCV all in? Just, yeah. You know, fuck it. Go for it. What do I have to lose? What do I have to lose from this guy doing his 200 SCV all in? Like, how does this have any impact on my life at all? Why should I care? Why should I bother? It's no big deal. Let the man SCV all in. Someone get this man an SCV.
All
Oh, we're in trouble. Yeah, well, I know. I didn't really get my factories up in time. And he went for, like, a crazy amount of roaches, so... That's what I get. That's what I get. He went... I mean, this guy, what rank is he? He's rank 150, so... He's pretty good. The 4 command center build, you know... I'll go out there on a limb and say something kind of crazy. It might be a little bit weak against... You know, top 200 players. Maybe. I might need to collect some more data on that first, though, before I make, like, a really hard decision about it, or, like, a hard statement, or a truth assessment. I think I just need to maybe do that 500 more times, and then I'll get closer to feeling like maybe I've got some sort of opinion. I'm getting there. There we go. I fixed it. I was kind of like going off the edge of the screen there for a little bit. That was crazy.
It's time to kick things.
Protoss. Ooh. Let's see. Let's see what he's got. It's a Bronze League thing. Right on. I can't say that I really speak for the bronze perspective. That's a level all on its own. Being in Bronze League, it's like, you know, you like wake up in the upside down every day, right? Is that basically what it's like? There's just like wild demogorgons and shit running around. But like, you know, you're among them at that point, right? See, Bronze League's not that bad. Am I reaching enough? Should I get the poop scooper and go to get a little bit further with this, or? Working on my bits over here. Good afternoon, all. Happy Saturday. Yo, Jay. Happy Saturday, Jay. I'm going up to see Katie for the end of her shift, so today's stream is going to be just a few hours. Maybe like 3 hours is kind of what I'm aiming for. So, not too much, but just enough basically that we should be able to play a good amount of games, and I can go all out. You know, I can go Super Saiyan as soon as I get the chance. So we can really try to push the limits and just play some great games today. Since it's going to be a short one, not going to be worrying too much about conserving my energy, since I will then be going up to see my wife and having a beer. A free beer. A free giant beer, which is one of my favorite things about my wife helping to manage a brewery. So, I can go all out just this once, and then I can go all out just this once, and then I'll have some refreshments waiting for me. I'll see if I can get a pretzel from their kitchen as well. Those pretzels are sick. So anyway, that's my Saturday. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna watch football all day, get baked out of my mind, and do absolutely nothing. Oh, I think I'm gonna stream too, but you know. Yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be a Sunday. So that's about that. I've been feeling really good, guys. I got a sleep score of 81 tonight. I don't know if that's good. I just know that the first 2 weeks that I started tracking my sleep, I was getting into 50s. So I've been feeling. I know on the days where I get an 80 or above, I just happen to feel really good. I'm noticing a coincidence here. Did I tell you guys I pulled my first God Pack in the Pocket TCG app? I'm gonna show it to you at some point. You don't have to care. Just Just pretend I'm like your kid showing you his Lego helicopter. All right, I'm gonna need that. I didn't have that growing up, so I just need that from you guys every once in a while, and we'll be okay. We'll be okay. I'm gonna follow this up with that Banshee thing I always do. We'll go Banshees, tanks, etc., etc.
Ready for pickup?
Yo, TG, can't tell if you're sitting or standing. I am sitting. I am sitting. I have I've got like a lumbar pillow behind me, in my chair. But the green screen also removes the chair now, so they specifically added the ability for the green screen to remove the chair. Before, it would show the chair behind me and me, but... You know, that's not the worst thing that could have happened. Whoa! Let's get that medevac out of there. What's my favorite beer? I really miss this IPA from Los Angeles I used to drink all the time. It's called Racer 5. I think it's from Bexar County, California. But it's basically the most lagery tasting IPA I've ever had. And it's 7%, and it's like crazy smooth. It doesn't taste hoppy. It doesn't taste like an IPA, more or less. But it's absolutely one of my favorite drinks I used to love getting in LA all the time when I lived out there. Like that was how I started and ended a lot of evenings. A lot of my evenings. So yeah, Bexar County Racer 5, top tier. Since I've been living out here, we've been very much so on the lagers and kolsches at Bear Republic Brewing. Yeah, sorry, Bear Republic, not Bexar County, my bad. I think there is a Bexar County in California, which is why I constantly say that, even though that's not actually it. So just forgive me if you're capable.
What's our target? Ready to roll out.
SCV ready.
Mayday! Engine screaming.
You bought Arc Raiders, pretty fun game you can play with others. Yeah, it's like a Tarkov type game, right?
SCV ready.
I don't know if Katie will ever really be into that kind of game, but if I was going to play a shooter game by myself, I actually should probably tell you guys this. I reinstalled Counter-Strike, so I think if I'm going to start playing an FPS game again, I think I might get back into CS. That's kind of where I'm at right now, so you guys should know that. Mostly because I want to just queue up nothing other than Nuke, Cache, Mirage, and Inferno. Does that sound good to you guys? Nuke, Cache, Mirage, and Inferno. But I don't want to play any of the other maps. Do you guys think we could pull that off? Now, Nate, here's the tricky part. Because this isn't even that bad, but it's the part where you lose too many of the Banshees and then they counterattack you, you know. That's really your soft underbelly is being increasingly exposed. You know, they say if a dog lays over on its side with its belly towards you, that's him showing you that his organs are exposed and he trusts you. You guys don't get all your official information from random ass TikToks at 3 a.m.? No? So anyway. Oh, I'm just feeling good. I'm feeling good. Maybe 2% manic today. Just having a nice time. It's been a great week. Lots of good news. Getting cooked by a barcode Protoss. That's what happens though. Like if I didn't lose any of those Banshees, like hypothetically I kill a few probes and bring the Banshees home, then what can happen is I can have like 4 or 5 banshees basically to defend. So that's kind of an important part of that. Even though I was able to sneak the 3rd base, like that natural becomes the soft point. That's in a way that's like the part of the goal of our strategy is for them to push into that spot, because then we don't have to extend our tanks and stuff outside of our base. But as you can see, you know, nothing is guaranteed, nothing is promised. Did I see Scatterboo streaming? No. You know, I realized I don't need to necessarily know too much more about what NFL players think after I watched Sauce Gardner's Twitch stream. You know, I realized I don't actually want to see a bunch of young dudes streaming on the internet like that anymore. I'm good. I'm good for the most part. It's mostly I don't know what he talked about, but I could probably take a couple guesses. But I'm sure if there are any good highlights, it'll be on the NFL Reddit. You know what I mean? Like anything I would want to see would be able to make it there. If it can't get up on that page, then I probably don't want to know. Going to watch Texas Arkansas game. Hope you have a great rest of your stream and enjoy your evening. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, the Jets are playing the Ravens tomorrow, so I'm assuming that we're just gonna get, you know, that's what it's gonna be. We're gonna get clapped. It'll be disgusting. I hope Lamar Jackson rushes for 420 yards against us. Something crazy. That would be nice. Well, Nathan, you also lost the Cyclones in the drop. So it's like, I did kill 2 Stalkers. I did kill, like, maybe 4 or 5 probes, but... yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky. You got your 10-year coin for CS a little bit ago. There you go. There you go. I might pull up my Steam inventory. I can pull up my Steam inventory at some point. We could take a look together, but I actually don't know. I don't know what my thing is. You got Lamar on your fantasy team? Nice. Lamar, I'm not in any fantasy leagues this year. I'm not in any fantasy leagues this year, but Lamar Jackson has been my fantasy quarterback for like the last 5 years. Always take Lamar. And people always trying to doubt him. People always trying to hate on him. But he doesn't usually get hurt. And people just forget that you get a ton of points for all the rushing yards. He doesn't need to throw that many touchdown passes. As long as he's not throwing 3 picks a game, no one cares. Lamar's always... I'm a Lamar truther, so... I'm definitely a Lamar Jackson stan.
What's going on? SCV ready. Gas from above. SCV ready. On the way.
I did see that Josh Allen threw an interception to lose his team the game on Thursday night, and that made me so happy. Just any opportunity for Josh Allen to choke and for me to bear witness to it as like a living mortal person, that's just so hot, you know? It really does. It really does a lot for me. So I had to say that.
SCV ready. What's going on?
I got to watch Josh Allen lose. On Thursday. I realized we didn't do a post-mort on that one yet. We didn't do a post-mort on Thursday Night Football yet.
Ready for dust off. Let's go.
SCV ready. Brand new touch. SCV ready.
Well,
Research has
Are there any good college ball games on today? I don't really know the schedule. They'll probably have something on over at the bar. It's not a good situation. Damn. Oh, we're cooked. He rushed out so many Phoenix and Stalkers, huh? He didn't even scout us either. This guy's a psychopath. Yeah, we're in trouble. Oh, we're in trouble. For sure.
Command Center 2.0, ready to go.
Well, that might have bought us like 10 seconds of time. That might have bought us 5 seconds of our lives back, maybe. Oh, look, he's just ready too. He's ready.
Cyclone en route.
Why does he hate me? Why is he doing this to me?
SCV ready.
Comms open.
SCV ready.
Fix online. Let's go kill something. Channels
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Oh yeah, see? This is what I mean though, right? Like he's there.
SCV ready.
I don't know if he's like going into charge already or not, but
systems go.
this is the situation we're dealing with, brah.
In the rear with
Your add-on is complete.
Just kind of make like a little mini wall in our natural here, because we're so tucked in. Everything about this says that I am trapped. There is no way out of this mess. Guys, I'm boxed in. I'm boxed in. I need. Do any of you guys have a combination wrench? Can somebody come let me out of here? Which one of you guys is going full John Wick to come save my ass right now? Because I am stuck. I'm trapped. I'm stuck in here. All right. Who's Halle Berry? Which one of you guys? Who's John Wick? Who's Halle Berry? And if you guys are taking up all the main characters, who am I? Or am I in John Wick as myself? Because that's cool. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You guys can be all the cool characters, and I'll just be me. That's fine.
Fix online. Let's go kill something.
big job, huh?
I've got a lot of experience playing the Nathan character, so we're good.
Systems go. Cyclone. Fix online. Let's go kill something. Mind out some of the systems go.
SCV ready.
In gear. Got a target.
Le charge lots.
Add-on done.
SCV ready.
Reporting for action.
Big job, huh?
How can we help? Perfect.
Command Center upgrade complete.
Oh, nothing about this is easy. This isn't going to get easier. This will just progressively become more of a nightmarish and inescapable hellscape. I promise you that.
SCV ready.
This ought to be good. Cyclone en route.
SCV ready.
What you got, baby? Just going big immortal? Fair.
Cyclone
Look how many immortals he's got. Look at that, though. The amount of immortals, Phoenix, and charge lots is legitimately disgusting. Like, that's... Yeah. What do you even say to that, man? What do you say to that? Toys R Us? Toys R Us kids? When he pushes me with 15 immortals, this is gonna be a very, 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 very difficult wedge to unseat myself from. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not gonna get easier.
Liberation is at hand.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Reporting for action.
This ought to be good.
Attention.
Channels clear. Huh? Console. Cyclone. You got coordinates?
Oh, it won't. It's not gonna get easier at any point. This is it. This is the life we've been resigned to. You know, this is our lot. This is our lot, as they put it. What we get from here on out, this is gonna be it, man. BC switch? No. We're committed here. We're committed.
Reporting for action.
Oh, he's got like tempests too, so we don't get to control the rules of engagement that much. We don't get to dictate what happens here. Not that much. Oh yeah, no, this is like so absolutely fucked. Well, I need Thors for that. I need Thors for that. Am I going to be able to get Thors at this point in the game? Survey says doubtful.
Good thing you've got more of those.
Let's show him what he's won. A lifetime supply of Raisin Canes. Wow.
Initiate.
That's not bad.
Nate, standing by.
Depleted that.
Ready.
Incoming orders.
Upgrade ready.
Yeah, there's just we don't really have a lot of options. This is it. This is like our reality now.
You've depleted that mineral field.
All hands to battle stations. Reporting for action.
Ready to raise survey.
That's okay. We gotta just take what we can get, right?
Orders. As you say.
We'll be able to max out once. We'll be able to max out once with this army is more or less the vibe. So that's it. That is it. We are gonna max out, go for a big push, and then pray. Pray that the gods of chicken tenders or whatever it is we believe in over here, that they will answer our prayers and deliver us from this. if that's possible anyway. Deliverance would be great. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Let's chuck a few Hellion Arenos at him. Just need one more wave of Thors, right? That's gonna be it. And then we're ready to rock and mickroll here. Is that his like everything? Yeah, he's got his everything here. Yeah, I See, this is a part of the issue, though, right? When you have the immortals, able to attack the Thors, you start running into some problems. GG. And see that now that's kind of like where the issue comes up. Obviously, the immortals are really, really good against the Thors, and then you don't really have anything that can hit the Tempest unless you want to go into Vikings. And I didn't have that many starports, so I tried to get the anti-air from the factories, but basically he just had too much. Like, if I had been able to get maybe like 7 or 8 Liberators, maybe, but I think I only had like 2 or 3 that were able to shoot onto the Immortals in that fight. So that's just unfortunate. Let's go next. Yo, Sweet Spot, hey, hey. Hey, Dire Thought. Hey, Valscro. Hey, 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 Harry. Welcome, welcome. Why not apply some pressure with Libs or Banshees? You gotta watch the whole game, man. You gotta watch the whole game. I did both of those things. If you'd seen the whole game, you probably would have seen the part 2 where my Cyclone drop got shut down. He chronoed out like 3 really fast Phoenix. He had 3 Phoenix and 3 Stalkers when my medevac arrived with 2 Cyclones. So I did follow up with Banshees, and then I followed up with the Liberator, but he kind of just caught everything that I was doing, and he didn't scout. So you really can't ask for worse luck than that.
In the rear with the gear.
I'm not going to waste any of my brain cells trying to understand how, but that's just like the reality of how that game went. Just unfortunate.
Let's go. Good job, huh? Go ahead. SCV ready.
And this game is a TVT. Am I Vanilla Coke enjoyer? Oh, hell yeah. No, we saw this at the mall. There's like this Coke Zero Creamy Vanilla that they're doing. So I just thought I'd try it, because obviously I enjoy Vanilla Coke. So I was like, why would I not want to try the other one? Maybe this has that pluribus brain virus thing in it, and I won't have to worry about existence anymore. Just join the hive mind.
SCV ready. Let's go. Go ahead. SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready. What, you run out of Marines? Go ahead.
Your job has one of those freestyle machines you can use whenever. It's dangerous. Damn. There you go. There you go. You think Cherry has vanilla beat? Well, I'll say that Cherry Coke is also very good too. I enjoy a Cherry Coke Zero. I'll go one step further and tell you guys that I've actually seen and had Coke Zero Vanilla Cherry. So they've got the combo as well. That exists. In case you're, don't let your dreams be dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams, etc. That's right, gassed up. Can't stop, won't stop, baby. He's like, oh, I'm going to block the factory. And I'm like, okay, so then I move my SCV away from it. And then he just stands there and doesn't kill anything. That's pretty nice. Yo, but cherry vanilla Coke Zero? Now then you're cooking. Then you're cooking. His window, the door is closing. He tried to slide under it, but he failed. He doesn't want to risk his Reapers. He's playing with the deck close to his chest. You had that at the theater? Yeah, I've gotten it from the Fred Meyer. The Fred Meyer in Burlington had cherry vanilla zero. It's good. It's as good as it sounds. Doesn't really need introduction there. If you like one or the other, you probably like both. So the combo is also good. It's exactly what it sounds like.
Ready for dust-off. Understood. Where's
Console, show me who you are.
Mm.
What's going on?
Let's go. Wait.
Let's see what he's got.
Ready for pickup? Talk to me. Heading out. On my way.
I'd like your Raven, if I'm being honest. Like, that's
Understood.
definitely what I'm here for. Meow, bow, bow.
SCV ready.
Life flight's here.
SCV ready.
Usually I would go straight into siege tanks after the opener, but when I'm going to be aggressive, especially because of the Reaper that he had in my base when I left, I felt like a third Cyclone couldn't hurt. Felt like a third Cyclone couldn't hurt there. Just have a little bit of extra something back there to cover my arse.
Life flight's here.
Is it worth it to heal the Cyclones? I don't know. Do you think it's better to fix your bike or buy a new one every time it breaks instead? I would say the answer is somewhere in between. Somewhere in between those two.
SCV ready. Ready to plunder. SCV ready.
Liberation.
Okay, what you got, bro?
SCV ready.
Position.
Fantastic. See? See? See how hard that was? No problem. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Had my Reaper blocking his third base too. Not too shabby.
Upgrade complete. Your base is getting blasted.
What do you guys think? Is this it? We cooked? Looks like it. GG. Let's go next. Oh, snap. Nate on Saturday afternoon. Let's go. Thank you, Spadicles. Hey, hey. Let's go, baby. Hey, that guy's like 600 MMR higher than us. That was a pretty good game. But I guess what I'm asking is it worth it to drop a mule to heal them or for the mule to get resources? I mean, that's like a really situational question, I guess. If your stomach was like slightly rumbling, but your bicycle also like really needed lube or it was like literally falling apart, and you were at a gas station and it cost $5 for either one of those things, but you only had $5, which one would you choose? Which one would you choose? Or would you save your $5 and go hungry with a shitty bike and just try to make it home and do something else with your $5 later? I would say the situation is similar to that. Like, you could buy yourself a quick snack, you know, and then you won't feel as pressured. You won't feel like, you know, you'll be able to like maybe relax and feel better about your situation and power through it that way, or maybe be more focused and not break the bike. You could ensure that the bike gets you home, you know. But like one of them is kind of a long-term answer, one of them is a short-term answer. So that's kind of how I would put it. Like the mule, the reason why you want the mule is because you usually make less money than your opponent, right? Like mules are kind of designed to help even up the difference in your economy to the other player, because SCVs build slower than drones and probes. So like if you were pulling a mule off of mining, like, you know, you would just need to have a reason, really. So I don't really know though, right? Like, oh, do you want to repair your cyclone? Like, well, are you going to suicide your cyclone? Do you care? What exactly are you going to do with the extra health on your cyclone? Are they a normal part of your army? Are you just trying to keep them alive in general? Like, some people just throw away their reapers because they don't use them all game. So that's kind of what I would say. Are you the kind of person who's just going to throw your units away? Are you trying to get value out of them? Those are questions you have to answer first. Most people have no idea what it actually costs to repair a unit. But the answer is, it's almost nothing. It's incredibly cheap. So, I think people just try to get in their heads about knowing everything and being smart, but like, you gotta understand, as one of the best StarCraft players of all time, you need to just listen to me when I tell you, repairing your shit is never a waste of money, unless you are literally throwing it away and not trying to get any value out of it at all. Like, that's it. Did your cyclones die, but you still have your medevac? Nate, should I repair the medevac if my cyclone drop? I lost the cyclones and I'm switching into tank Banshee. I don't know. Do you think you can squeeze out 3 Widow Mines? Do you want to do a tank drop? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with the medevac? You could make 2 more cyclones and go again. You could repair it and just use it to like scout around. You could just fly around his base with it. You don't even need to build anything to put in it. Just put the Fear of God into him floating a medevac around the edge of the map. That alone could be enough, right? It's like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? That's the only answer. Okay? There's no contrarian who's smart enough out there to come up with a logical reason why you would mathematically not want to repair your units. Well, actually, I mean, you know, if my Liberator never gets attacked again, then it doesn't matter if it's at 5 health or 100 health, huh? Checkmate, atheists. And I'm like, that's true. I also go outside assuming nothing bad will ever happen to me. So, you know, we could go the complete opposite direction of paranoia and just say, let's just go everywhere naked with our eyes closed and never worry about anything, because why would bad things ever happen? Like, I don't know. I guess you could go that way too. The truth, there's probably some healthy compromise where, again, I would use the word situational. If you're a bio player who can't wait to get rid of Hellions because you don't like that they go faster than the rest of your army and you're in Gold League, I don't think it matters if you repair your Hellions then, because you probably want them to die so you can move on to controlling your army that moves at the same speed. Like, that's a complete, you know, to me, that's like a situation that I would describe when you're like, what does situational mean? Like, some players like that they're like having their armies stick together. So maybe you don't want to turn them into Hellbats. Maybe you don't want to do anything. Just YOLO them, yeet them away. But that kind of player usually isn't bringing 10 HP Hellions home from harass either. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, usually the kind of guy that's asking this question isn't regularly bringing 10 health Hellions home to their base. So, if you were hoping that I would, like, give you some kind of confirmation bias to make you feel better about the fact that you don't repair your units, like, if that's what this was secretly about, then yeah, I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you. You should repair your stuff, sorry. If you're trying to find a way to rationalize never repairing your units, then look no further. You are wrong. You should repair your stuff. There you go.
Research complete.
Now what?
Comms open.
Now, where's the emergency? Ready for dust off.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
Command center.
Understood. Now what?
Bad news. SCV ready. Systems go. Cyclone ready.
Add-ons finished.
SCV ready. Huh? What's going on?
Sign up to fire.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Let's
Go ahead. SCV ready.
Alright, well, let's just see if we can try and buy ourselves some time with this drop so we can prolong this game before he comes and kills us. That's going to be the real challenge now. I don't know if I'll actually be able to buy time, but we'll just try. We'll just have to see.
ready for pickup. Picking up or dropping off.
I don't know if that's his, like, stim or what.
Will do. Where's the emergency?
SCV ready.
Well, hallelujah.
SCV ready.
Well, actually kind of, that ended up working out kind of, almost, right?
Talk to me.
Ooh.
SCV ready.
Ooh.
SCV ready.
Add-on is complete.
Where's the emergency?
No, no. It was supposed to stop the turret from building. No. Well, that's unfortunate. That's the way life goes. Yeesh.
Waiting on you.
His turret burned down, though. I did see it. I got the XP. Well, guys, this is going to be a shitstorm for sure. We're absolutely up shit creek without a paddle.
In the rear with the gear.
Let's see. Let's see what Nathan can do here. If I can make a miracle. See if I can turn some wine into water or whatever.
You mined out some of your...
SCV ready.
Or vice versa. Yeah, both is good. Both is good.
Taking effort, dropping off.
Who called in the fleet?
Your research has concluded.
SCV ready. What's going
Mind out the field. Good thing you've got more of those, right?
Who called in the fleet? SCV ready.
Here we go. He wasn't kidding about that colonoscopy, huh? Man, he was ready for that too. Yeah, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, boys. Oof! Saved him.
SCV ready.
What do you guys think? Is he just gonna fly over to this one too next? We gonna be... Do we have to... He's gonna make us just kind of wait.
Roger. In the rear. Here. Yes, Commander.
Your research is ready.
Let's see if we can kind of get him anywhere here. Spook him just a smidge.
Add-on done. Swap away. Command Center 2.0.
It's gonna be tough to get enough. Terran seems to be the most versatile. So many builds you can make. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about playing Terran.
Yes, Commander.
I think like Terran has the most ability to differentiate your playstyle, I think, compared to other players in the game. I really do believe that. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of types of strategies that only Terran can do, you know?
What's going on?
Upgrade ready. Noise.
Ah. Go ahead.
Hmm.
Who called in the fleet? Huh? Yes. SCV ready.
Well, I'm at the point where I can one-shot one of his bases. I can one-shot bases now. So that's gonna be... It's gonna be important. It's gonna be important, and also I gotta get just 2 more factories, because sometimes we end up needing... Sometimes we end up needing units like Cyclones or Widow Mines.
Upgrade complete.
Even if I don't necessarily want to have to rely on them. But now we have enough to one-shot a base, so the whole point is we try to like flank him around the outside, snipe a base, teleport out. That's it. And then ideally we do this effectively enough and we kind of just chip them apart until we Gigamax on BCs. And that's the goal, to just Gigamax. I want to just Gigamax on battle cruisers.
SCV ready. Yes, Commander.
Uh-oh. I accidentally teleported all my BCs here. That sucks. Alright, well, we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait on the Gigamax. Sorry, guys. Rip. That's okay. The most important thing is that we're not losing the battle cruisers, so... Of all the mistakes I could have made with my BCs, I feel like that's really on the low end. I accidentally brought them home, and now they're gonna be completely fine, so... We're just going to gather as many resources as we can and prepare for the big bang boom. Yeah, see though? Look at that.
What is it?
Upgrade
Just need a few to go around the outside. Now these guys can go do their thing that I wanted them to do 50 years ago, but they never got around to. He's not really contesting me for any of the space on the map either, so I don't know why I'm being so shy about taking the rest of these bases.
Yes, Commander. You hailed? Oh, really?
You mined out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right? Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Yes, Commander.
Okay.
You've exhausted that best.
Who called in the fleet?
Crazy. Crazy.
Yes. Patching you through.
So that's his plan to get around me, like, seeing him there, huh? I still have 75 SCVs, actually. Probably should probably get rid of a few more of these guys.
Your base is under siege.
Oh, he did send guys over for that one. That's fair. How good is winter? Dude, I hope we get a white Christmas this year. So bad. So bad. Yeah, see, he's got his own battle cruiser thing going. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. The only advantage I have is that my BCs are about to be +3 armor, and he's only got 1/1. But he has so many Vikings that it's not gonna magically get easy just because we've got 20 battle cruisers. And I do need to get rid of more SCVs too.
Base is getting blasted.
Just trying to find my BCs. He wants to know where the fight's gonna be. He wants to know where the fight is gonna be. Well, here we go.
Who called it? It's a trap.
Not worried about it. Not worried about it at all.
Yes, Commander.
Get the armories. Battle cruiser's dealing with his guys. His starport's gone. Starports are going bye-bye. Get rid of his supercharged depots. Go for the rest of the starports. Now I can get the rest of his starports and his factories. There it is, baby. No? You don't want snow? I don't know about that. I certainly hope we get to see some snow this year. That would be nice. I've heard that it can snow up here. So fingers are crossed. If you don't want it to snow on like your block, I totally get that. But I want to see some snow on the grass. I want to see some snow on the grass so I can watch my 80-pound golden retriever roll around in it like he's in a cocaine bathtub. Do you understand me? It's not for me, okay? It's immersion therapy for his addiction. Be a little more kind-hearted, would you? Yeah, it's pretty good. It just tastes like regular Coke Zero vanilla. I think it's just a holiday marketing scheme thing. Again, or it's the hive mind virus thing. I'll let you guys know if I turn into a hive mind person. Resources lost 23.5 to 11.5. Not bad APM from him. Upgrade, see, he had 3/3 on the ground, but I had +3 in the air. I didn't actually get my +3 air attack by the time the game was over, but having any difference of upgrades at all is typically like GG when it comes to air battles in TVT. So, Terran versus Terran can be stressful, and this was like my second one in a row. So, that's it. That's it, actually. I was just getting that off my chest. TVT is a tough, stressful matchup. But now, look at that, 6-9. Beautiful. What rank was he? He's in Grandmaster as well. He's a little closer to 200 than the others, but that's okay. $25% of the value to repair it to full. Yeah, that's, again, people really misunderstand that. It's not 25% most of the time. The people who think it's 25% of the unit's cost, like, or say that that's always what it costs, they also don't know what they're talking about. It would only cost you 25% of a unit's cost to repair it if you were repairing it from 1 HP to full. But, like, you know, it's like, oh, so is it 25 minerals to repair a Hellion? That seems expensive. It's like, bro, if your Hellion only lost half its health, it's 11 minerals to get it to full HP. Like, that's... Come on. It's nothing. It's nothing. Stop trying to convince yourself you don't need to repair your units. Just admit that you're lazy. Just admit that you're lazy or do the work. That's it. Those are the only two options you get. Admit you're lazy or do the work.
It's time to kick things off.
Beautiful use of BCs. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that guy was GM. That guy was GM. That was a great game. What's the highest rank you've ever been? I think the highest rank I've ever hit on each server. So for NA, on America, the best rank I've ever gotten was like early Grandmaster season, top 10, like as people were getting in, basically, more or less. The highest rank I've ever like maintained during a season in NA would be maybe 25. I think 25 is like my highest finish or something like that. And then my highest rank on Europe would have been like 180. I did barely get GM when I was there. And then for Korea, my highest rank was like 300 some, so I would play mostly versus GMs on Korea. I got to like High Masters 1, but I never quite made that cut. It's easier when you're in the place that you're trying to compete in. So when I lived in Europe, it was easier, a lot easier for me to climb the ladder there, because obviously I had no latency. So technology has not completely solved the issue of computer latency yet, or network latency. It'd be nice though. It'd be nice. You're too sweet for me. What you got? What you got? Anything out here? Anything I gotta know about? We got little Proberto chilling somewhere nearby. No?
Add-on.
I'm pretty sure I got European Grandmaster from America once. I think I did it because I got harassed too much by people asking me for proof. I just had this shitty laptop I got from a sponsorship when I was living in Sweden, guys, okay? I didn't have a full system. I was living on a couch in Stockholm. I was living on a couch in Stockholm. They told us we couldn't have computers at the apartment because the Muslim wasn't getting outside enough. And the cleaning ladies didn't want us to be there when they were showing up, but we couldn't be there gaming 24/7. I know, tragic.
Light flight's here.
You didn't build your base just for it to get blown up, did you? Add on here.
Well, I tried. Damn, he's got his blink too. He's got that blink out already too. Yeah, we're cooked. I never even got his probe. Theory is solid, right? Speed of light data transfer should mean no latency. In a vacuum, right, where there's no processing time or forwarding or handling of traffic, right? And in a theoretical hypothetical where you'd simply have a direct line with a vacuum inside of it between the two hosts, then yeah, you know, you really shouldn't have much latency. Of course, we know we don't actually have that set up for like anything, but that'd be cool if we did. I haven't played StarCraft for a few days, guys, so you're just gonna have to deal with me eating some shit here on stream. All right. My ego is way too secure for me to worry about losing ranked games on this account. I definitely ran into a lot less snipers when I played on this last week, so I'm gonna absolutely abuse the shit out of this account until that changes. So enjoy dealing with that. I'm actually just getting matched against good players instead, which is kind of nice. Yeah, that's gonna be game. GG. Let's go next. You lost? That's right, man. That's right. You lose 50% of the games you play. Pretty much no matter what. That's the way it goes. Best not to lose sleep over it. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Shit, he hurt our feelings. Exactly.
It's time to kick things off.
You can't take the game personally, you know? You know, the Tickle Me Elmo, he doesn't actually know who you are. You know that, right? All his lines are pre-recorded, just like everything in this game. It's important to keep that awareness. Is this another TVT? Okay. So what we'll do is we'll send the SCV building the depot down around to like scout for proxies and stuff. It's fun to watch, good sir, although calling out the snipers is top tier comedy. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit easier. I think it's a little bit easier with the barcode. At least somebody getting matched versus a barcode wouldn't instinctively open the stream, like in the loading screen or something, right? So it helps. It's nice. And as soon as it stops working, I'll shuffle it around and do something else like I always do. I don't think we're getting proxied, so that's nice. My radio's giving me some good cash over here.
Big job, huh? Yo. Let's go.
Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
That might be game, honestly. That might be game.
Base is under siege.
How many SCVs do I have to lose before I'm allowed to tap out, chat? This way I don't let you down. I'm gonna lose a lot, but I just want to know if there's a number. If there's a number that I'm allowed to stop at, so I don't struggle too much here. How much mercy would you guys show me? 10? At 10 SCVs I'm allowed to leave? Okay. Let's see, what's he at? 6 plus 1? Alright, so he's at 7 right now. 8. 9.
Base is getting blasted.
Alright. I guess we're still in it. Hey, chat said I only need to leave if I lose 10 SCVs, so I think we're good.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action. SCV ready. We hear you.
Thanks for the follow, Lobster. Appreciate it. Alright, we'll start up our expand.
Big job, huh? SCV ready.
Research complete.
Talk to me. Let's go.
SCV ready. Bad news.
Wait. Now what?
Alright, let's go see. Let's go see if he has absolutely nothing at home. That'd be nice.
SCV ready.
It could get us back in here.
Way.
Let's see it.
Where's the emergency?
And he's got a lot of units. He's got a Cyclone, he's got a tank already, he's got a bunch of Marines. The Viking is there too. He got my evac. I think we're cooked, boys. I'm just gonna GG here. I'm gonna exercise my executive authority to surrender this match. I just want to know how many barracks he built at the beginning. Was this a 2 racks? Or I just got really unlucky with the Reaper fight, basically. Yeah, I just got really unlucky. Okay. Let's go next. He is a lot higher ranked than me too, so there's probably got something to do with it. What is he at? Yeah, he's top 100. He's top 100. Pretty good opponent. Yeah, I haven't played StarCraft for like 3 days, so You guys are tuning into the Nate Gets His Ass Beat stream. If you've ever worked hard for anything in your life, you'll understand that it's important when you come back from a break from doing something that you have to kind of warm up into it. So my expectations for today's stream are absolutely like as low as could possibly be. But if I don't do this, you know, if I don't do the work of getting back into playing the game, I'm never going to be able to play good games again. So this is just a part of the process. Again, those of you who have ever worked for anything in your lives will understand that this is just the way it goes. This is my Monday. Today is my Monday. You lost 5 in a row? I don't think we're doing that bad. We stole a win, and we stole a win or two already today, I'm pretty sure. Did we really hit 5 losses in a row? What are we gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Should I get in a big huff puff? Should I get my face red until I blow a blood vessel? What do you guys think? Should I stomp my feet and say that nothing's fair? Oh shit, I canceled my barracks. Well. Oh wait, Phoenix! Isn't this... I think we're getting proxied. I think that's what's happening. I think this guy usually proxies me. Oh wait, you have a back door into your base here too, right? Let's see. He could be building it in our base. No, okay.
In the rear with what's going on? Bad news? What's going on? SCV ready.
Alright, well, I'm feeling a little bit safer. I don't think we're being proxied anymore. I can't actually build a second Reaper because I'm supply blocked, so.
Your command center's got some new toys.
Now, at first I thought I was screwed because I canceled my barracks. Then I realized that he might be proxying me, so if I found it with my SCVs, I could instantly win. And then I was like, well, now I've got all my SCVs out on the map, so it's just been chaos. It's been unadulterated chaos this whole game.
Got something for me to kill. SCV ready.
Trust the process. Amen. Amen.
I'm listening. That's all. Nothing. Fix online. Let's go kill something. SCV ready.
Oh, see? Look at that.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, we just basically need to just get a few more tanks, right? That's it.
And on deck. Swap away.
SCV ready. Go ahead.
I'm canceled Magfield on the Cyclones because I need the gas. Need every resource we can get since it looks like he's just going to try and do a big bio bust. Big bio bust. Is this it?
You didn't build your base just for it to get
No, there it is. Okay, it's good to know.
command center.
The whole point of this is really to just know when he moves out. Like that's kind of just the big thing. That's the big one.
Your research is ready.
Queued up, ready to go. I'll give it my best shot. SCV ready.
Your base is under siege. Command center 2.0 ready to go.
All back.
What's going on?
He's already got the Vikings on the way. He's already got the Vikings on the way.
Queued up, ready to go.
You didn't build your base.
And just lead him around, right? Play a little ring around the rosy. Buy a little Timerino. It's not going to be easy. He's already making Vikings for the BCs, so it's just not going to get easier. This is it. We're kind of stuck. We are kind of stuck.
On's finished.
What's going on? Show me who you want.
He's going to doom drop this, right?
Your SCV.
Yeah, we're cooked.
Give us your best shot.
Okay, well, he didn't repair. That helps.
I think you've got more of those. Your research?
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad he's fighting this hard over the third base and not my actual, like, real base, you know? Like, that's basically, that's the silver lining here, is he's not making any attempt to actually take down the base that's mining the most resources, so. I'm sure he feels really good because he's, like, shutting this down, but that's not too bad.
Find out a mineral field.
There it is. Oh yeah, is he taking all the corners, everything. This guy is gonna try and style on us. I'm gonna guess he took both corners. We'll see though. I have to assume as much. No? Okay, that's nice. Well, then at this point we're kind of stuck. All we can do is just try and mass battle cruisers and wait until we have enough to snipe the base before we sneak him out. Since he's going to catch us out on the map like that, it's going to be a difficult thing to deal with. Are there situations where you prefer bio build? No, in general, playing bio is just much harder. It's harder to win. It's harder to play. It's less enjoyable because you don't really get a lot of downtime. So as soon as you like stop for 3 seconds, you usually instantly lose. So I just don't really like it. Playing bio is a lot like the 1990s movie Speed. As soon as you drop below 40 miles an hour, you just instantly explode and that's it. So it's just a very, very punishing play style that doesn't really have a lot of rewarding moments. It used to be a lot more fun. I'll say that. But playing bio used to be a lot more fun. He's going for the crazy bread contain. The crazy bread. It's like we're at Chuck E. Cheese's. Guys, see, look, we got the sensor tower rings all around the base. Well, let's see if we can do something with this then. Alright, GG. Let's go next. Yeah, blowing up my own barracks at the start of the game really put me behind, huh? And he did a gasless expand, too. Crazy. That's psychopath right there. That's psychopathy. Crazy. He expanded without a gas. It doesn't get worse than that. Does not get worse than that. All right, let's see. We got another TVT. You don't see circles around sensor towers anymore? You probably just can't see very well, but they're there. They are there. I don't know what I'm supposed to say to that. They're definitely there, though. Is there a way for me to answer this question without being condescending? They're there. You should look for them. I don't mean to be rude. They're just there. I don't have anything else to add to that. They are there though. You hope the Jets somehow beat the Ravens? Are you gonna be like Swedish Chef, and you're just gonna come in here to talk about how my team's gonna? You're gonna come in here and only try to talk to me. You're gonna come in here and only ever try to talk to me about my team to disagree with me, right? Is that it? You're just gonna come in here. You're gonna come in here and talk the team up all week, try to rage bait me, and then on Sunday you're gonna come in and be like, "Wow, Nate, I lost money on your team again," and I'm gonna call you an idiot. Is that it? I already got one of those guys. I already got one of those guys, Carlino.
What's going on? SCV ready. SCV ready.
You wouldn't put money on the Jets if you gave it to me? Me neither. Me neither.
Big job, huh?
If I want to gamble and feel a rush, I just buy a 0 day till expiration contract in the opposite direction of whatever the first large move SPY makes in a trading session is, alright? You wanna light money on fire, there you go. And the best part is your ticket can cost whatever you want it to. I guess unless they try to literally build the proxy like in your base, you probably would almost always be in like a somewhat okay position here, right? Is that why the guy went gasless? It's kind of one of the easier maps to block it on, to block Proxy Reaper. Perhaps. Perhaps. Yo, Rindiggy. 2 GGs in a row. I GG every game. I GG every game. Oh, you mean the games were good. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Justin Fields? Yeah, he's not very good. He's not very good. How do you think I feel, man? I got to deal with all these people that don't know how to communicate with me, thinking that if they bring up sports, it's easy. But they don't know how to talk about sports either with a guy who's a fan of a bad team. So they're just like, you know, the only conversation they ever have is like, wow, hope we make the playoffs this year. But like they talk to a Jets fan and they're like, I'm sure. Oh, Justin Fields. Yeah, you know, it's going to be a great year for him. He'll turn it around, right? Totally. And I'm like, no, he won't. Oh, Nate, don't be such a downer. Come on. I'm like, the fact that stating objective reality can get you called a downer, one, is an extremely gaslighting type behavior. But number two, it's not my fault you don't know shit about my team. If you want to talk about my team, you could put the effort. You could put the effort in to be like, huh, so who are they drafting next year? And I'd be like, yeah, that's some. If you want to be real, if you're not trying to blow smoke up my ass, that is what our conversation would be. So, you know, that's exactly what the conversation looks like. That's it. There is nothing else to say. There's nothing else to talk about. No, that's like every year though. It's like every year. That's just what it's like. That's what it's like. Most people they don't know how to talk. They don't know how to talk to a person that they like feel pity for because they don't know how to not be condescending. So they just usually get a lot of really fakeness. Just get fakeness. I'm very used to it. I'm very, very used to it. Damn, he is in my face, huh?
Command Center 2.0, ready to go. SCVs are being liberated in the worst way.
Look at that, the Marauder drop into Banshee follow-up. This guy's trying so hard to kill us, huh? Crazy.
Now, waiting on you.
Zergies didn't sign up to fight.
Let's get into the
Oh, he's terrified of losing this Banshee, though, right? There we go. We got him.
Let's go.
Ready for pickup?
SCV ready.
Oh, see? Doesn't even have that base. It's good to know.
Loud and clear.
Oh, he's bricked up for this, too. I see. I see.
Let's go. Hallelujah.
Bad news. Transformation system.
Holy shit. Bruh, give it up. Give it up.
Light flight's here.
SCV ready.
From the moment this game began, he's been doing everything he could to kill us as quickly as possible. He's been going crazy. He's been going crazy. The only advantage for us in a situation like this is that whatever he does next is still going to take a little bit, because he's probably going to wait for himself to have, like, stim. Probably going to wait for stim and some medevacs before he attacks us again, which gives us a very, very, very small window to try and do some bullshit. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I knew he'd do some weird shit like this. Look at that guy. Brother in Christ just built 7 turrets like it's nothing. Yeah, I'll take one of your tanks. Perfect. Perfect.
Command center upgrade complete.
Go ahead. You're done. SCV ready. Good job.
Add-on
Perfect. You see his 8 missile turrets? You see that shit? What did he see, huh? What did he see? Yeah, exactly, exactly. What did you see? What did you see that prompted this behavior? Oh, I just do that, you know. Okay. Okay.
I heard that.
In the rear with the gear.
He's wildin'. He's wildin'. He just does that. Is that his way of telling me that I should make a ring of turrets around my island base? Right? We just gotta copy him. There we go. I learned from the best. I learned from the best.
In the rear with what's going on?
Ready for pickup.
You got 700 more turrets for me?
research is ready.
Oh, is that the first time he scanned us the whole game? Holy shit. I think that is the first scan he's dropped this entire game. Fun fact. I didn't know he had it in him.
Find out some of your minerals.
He does care. He does care. Here, I thought this game was meaningless for him. That would have broken my heart. That would have broken my heart. For a bio player, maybe he is meching it up. Maybe he is playing mech. I guess I haven't gotten a good read on him, have I? He might be playing mech. He might be playing mech himself. The magic number is 6. 6 battle cruisers. Although 7 will do in a pinch. There you go. He's like, all right, hang on. Let me just throw a cheap. Let me just throw him let me throw you a pity scan. Let me throw you a pity scan here. All right, well, there you go. I could not explain anything this guy's doing. I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on in his head. We're definitely in weird game territory. I could probably say that. Probably say that. This guy might be a couple hollow chocolate shells short of a Wonder Ball, you know? I just need enough battle cruisers to one-shot a base, and then we're gaming. Then we're gaming. So we just need to get to that situation, and then we're good. Actually, we kind of want to go around the other way. Why would I want to press the base that he has with nothing there? Let's go 2-2.
Find out a mineral field. Good thing you got more of those, right?
What is it? Yes. Ah! You scared me. SCP ready.
Is this it? Is he coming back for the 7th time to try? Is he gonna try and kill me again? Dr. Evil.
Your command center's got some new blood.
This is it, Nate. This is it. This is your chance. This is your shot. Go for it, bro. Everything you ever wanted. Capture it in one moment. Just let it slip. Whew! Look at that.
Ah! You scared me. Huh? What's going?
You've mined out some of your minerals.
Bad news. Oh. Yes, come on.
This is what it's all about. 6 or 7, if you will. If you will.
We've exhausted that Vespine geyser.
Actually, that's what I would say. Like, if you want a Yamato down a base, you need about 6, 7 battle cruisers. That's true. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Your forces are under
This battle cruiser fact brought to you by Battle Cruisers USA. Cruising the Kapulu sector in style.
Yes, come on. Oh, really?
This is it. We're headed to this phase of the game, though. We're getting to the. We're getting to the.
geyser depleted.
We're getting to that part of the game, boys. Sensor towers galore. Sensor towers galore. This man is not going to take any more risks. He is hunting us down.
Command center upgrade complete.
Damn. Brother's got a lot of turrets over there.
In the rear with the gear.
Look at that scan, right? It beautifully lands directly on my army as I step out of my base at all. I love this shit, man. I can't get enough of it. I really can't. I could never get tired of this. Never. Oh yeah, for sure we're in trouble. Oh hell yeah. What do we do here, you know? What do you do? What do you do here? What do you do here? Not much. Not much. GG. I mean, that guy, I got nothing to say about that. What rank was he? He's top 100. There you go. He's a very good player. Let's go next. Yeah, I'm like, I got nothing to say there. He was in the perfect spot every time, and the only time he ever scanned, the only time he scanned was when I brought it up, and that was it. Then he started scanning right as he attacked, and that was nothing else, so I don't have anything to add there. Some people just know what you're doing all the time, and there's nothing you can do about it. Got about another hour and a half of games tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging. Your wife hasn't scanned your natural in weeks? Oof. Yo, Russ Glimmer. Thanks, baby. Yo, Pancreas, thank you for the 26 months. Glad to see you, man. Thanks for swinging by. I'm also live on YouTube right now as well, if that helps.
Command Center 2.0, ready to go.
On the way, certainly agreed. SCV ready. The Grand Reaper has arrived.
All right, let's see. Let's see what he's got over here, huh?
What? You want something? Got something for me to kill. All right. SCV ready. I'm listening. Nothing, guys.
We'll probably need to make like 2 more Reapers just to be able to get out of our base here since we lost so many. I could do this without making more Reapers, but in this situation, it's gonna take us forever to get Hellions out since I don't have a reactor. So I think the move is maybe... Yeah, I'll make a 1 Hellion naked, start the starport, float over one of the racks to make the reactor after this Reaper's done, right? And then this one will still get us back to 3. Alright, and then that guy can, I guess, build a... Well, I'm gonna have a starport soon enough. We can build a Marine and send 1 Viking that way. I did get one of his queens, so, I mean, that is nice. Definitely not something we're usually able to do, so... Look how many mules I have here. It's a lot of money about to come in. It's a lot of dosh. Lot of dosh.
Add-on done. Swap away.
Let's see what he's got. Damn. Alright, well, he got us with the mutas. Let's go next. He got us with the mutas. Let's take a look at that build order from him, too. He went hatch, gas, pool. 3rd hatch, speed, lair. So just rushed out the lings as fast as he could to defend the Reapers, right? And then he went directly into mutas. Well played. Well played. How many games has this guy played today? Yeah, that was like his 4th. He's on a win streak, too. He's smashing some really good players by the looks of things. Played a couple of ZVZs. He played a couple of ZVZs. Had one other ZVT. What did the other Terran do? Reaper racks. The other guy also did the 2 racks and the double expand. Reactor Hellion. Stim. What did he do there? Did he also go Spire? Does he do this every game is kind of what I want to know. But it looks like the other game he went Ling Speed a bit later. Actually, he got 3-minute Ling Speed instead. So even though he went for this, what time did he start it in the game against me? He got his pool. Yeah, see, that was the difference, right? So even though he played a different Terran player who did the same build as me, he basically took a completely different approach to this game. So either the other Terran player proxied him, and I just couldn't see that on the build order history, or he just, it's kind of random whether he goes for fast Ling Speed or not. But if he had in the game against me gone for the Ling Speed at the same timing that he did against this other Terran, even though he started his pool at the same time, if he had waited till 3 minutes to start his Ling Speed against me, would have been a completely different game. So that's just bad luck, I guess, because Yeah, when they go speed that fast, it's usually like, you know, they're expecting something, but it's just unfortunate for us. We weren't able to get too much done. All right, we got a Protoss.
SCV ready. I'm going. What's good? SCV ready. Great job. SCV ready. Sure thing. What's going on? Yo. What's SCV ready. Big jump. Huh? Huh? What's go? Huh? What's go? Man, SCV ready to gear. Go ahead.
Now, when we're playing against a Protoss player, as many of you are aware, if they don't probe scout, that's usually a sign that they are cheesing you in some way. Because, for the most part, Protoss players do need to scout. It's very, very important to have some awareness of what your opponent is up to. As a Terran player, your builds are very rigid and set. Scouting is really only important when it comes to dealing with, like, cheese. If you think you're being proxied, basically, that's a good reason to scout. But for the most part, your units are all scouts, right? Hellions are scouts, Reapers are scouts. You're not usually worried that much in those kinds of situations. So for this situation, I think the biggest takeaway is he doesn't have anything out, he hasn't shown anything, which means there's a pretty good chance he's either saving it for later,
Add-ons finished.
or he's got the stream up and he's just having a giggle to himself. But
What's it worth?
I don't want to assume he's cheating, so we're gonna scout very, very heavily for proxies. But he might just be chilling back home because he doesn't need to. So we'll find out.
Brand new gun. Fear the reap. SCV ready.
All right, no, he's just doing nothing. Okay.
Add-on is complete.
Channel's clear, boss. I get ya.
Workers win games. Protect them.
Enemy contact. SCV ready. You got coordinates or what? I get it. In the rear. SCV ready. Will do.
This is just the non-SCV pull version of this build. But we basically just do it with the intent and idea to just get out of their Cyclone count while we take bases. That's about it. It's not like a true Ghost Pepper Cheese in that we're not going to be pulling SCVs and trying to kill him very fast. We'll just play this like straight up-ish. Yeah, it looked like he is going for Void Rays too. That's good to know.
Got a target in mind. You got coordinates?
That is crazy, actually, if he's going Void Rays. Maybe I should attack him.
Go ahead.
Maybe I should push him if he's going Voids.
Rear with
honestly. If his goal was to bait me, he's succeeding. That's all you need to know. If his goal was to bait me, he's succeeding. It's gonna work. He will bait me if that's his goal. It is working. It's happening. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the Void Ray definitely felt like bait. The Void Ray definitely felt like bait. He was still going for, like, Blink Stalkers, but when I saw the Stargate, I'm just like, there's no way he can have that much stuff, right? Like, I'm just thinking to myself that he really could only have so much. So, like, what realistic? How many Stalkers realistically can he chrono boost out if he's building Void Rays on 2 bases? That's a lot of money. Aren't Void Rays like 150 gas or something crazy like that? Yeah, Void Rays are not cheap. Whew. That was a nice one. Yeah, he went Gate, Core, Stargate. And then he built his Twilight Council. He built his Stargate at 217. And then he didn't even do any... Like, this game to me is just so bizarre. I actually want to watch this replay, because he didn't scout at all. So why did he do what he did? I'm thinking this guy will just out himself in the replay with, like, making weird decisions he doesn't commit to, but I'm just curious at this point. Because he doesn't scout, right? There's the core, there's the setup, but I'm not playing unranked anymore, so this is where I'm just like... He sends the Adept out around the same time he starts the Stargate. Okay, so it's just like kind of... Okay, doesn't really like to scout. Yeah, no, I don't get it. I actually don't get it at all. Probably best not to dwell on it. Best not to dwell on it too much. Yo, Dan, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Picked off the Artosis pylon and that base was done. Sometimes that's all you need. They only have like 1 pylon more or less powering either all the production or the shield batteries, and then suddenly when we take that fight where he blinks down, it ends up going a lot better for me just by not having those shield batteries available. Turns into a nice big benefit for us. All right. Free dub. Thanks for the follows. Hi, Nate just got plat. Nice, nice. Congratulations, my dude. You're on an 8-game win streak. Nice. I'm on a 2-game win streak because this guy instantly left against me twice. How about them apples, huh? Huh? Cosmic Crisp or Granny Smith? Trick question. There's no wrong answer. Both are great. Okay, we got a 5K MMR barcode, Zerg. Here we go. This will be a very strong player. Oh yeah. Do you guys hear those sound effects, by the way? Because they're pretty bitchin'. Thank you, JW, for the 83 months. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. 83 months a sub on Twitch. What a god. Oh, what a god. What a giga, Chad. No, you don't hear that? Damn. I have a really, really good sound effect for those. I'll have to take another look at it, I suppose. It's going to the wrong feed. It's going to the wrong audio device.
Big job, huh? FCV ready.
One day, Nathan, will get the Twitch alerts working again.
FCV ready. Man, FCV ready.
You've been a sub here since Dirt was young. Yeah, there you go. There you go. No, when people resub, it plays. There's a fireback quote that plays. So I gotta clean it up a little bit. I gotta get it together so you guys can experience my incredible sense of humor. Because if it wasn't for me, how would society progress without a fresh well to draw memes from? Only some of us are creative enough to come up with this shit. So yeah, you guys have been missing out on some dope sound effects for like the last month and a half. I had like these jump scare sound alerts on for all of Halloween. I only turned them off like 3 days ago. nobody ever heard the noise that made me just go. Ugh! So people are just watching my stream, just watching me freak out every time someone subs, not understanding it. It was great. It was great. Okay, real professional over here. Real professional. Nate's a VIP on Earth. Exactly. I'm one of those people that they keep alive just because I'm like traumatized enough to be able to think of different ideas than other people, and that's it. I'm like in some matrix tube somewhere, being harvested for my cursed mental psyche, whatever it is that I've become. They're gonna like probably beta test the substance or some shit on me. Can turn into a beautiful, ugly-ass Cronenberg monster. Can't wait. I've always wanted to be a giant Cronenberg monster. Oh, it's like my life's finally a Rick and Morty episode. Damn, look at that Speedling opener, though. Oh my gosh, it's already got quite a few lingy-lings. Well, it doesn't get much worse than that. Well, I think we're just gonna have to keep making Reapers because we don't have any units. So, I'd rather get back to like 6 or 7 Reapers than try and defend whatever's coming next without it. Well, that was the goal, yes. So, and, you know, maybe it's a little bit messier than I intended, but we got the base up, so I'm happy. That was really the goal. Oh, there's the guy I told you guys about, by the way. He came in. Swedish chef, he's here. Thank God. What will we do without him? What would we do? You have your sticker you stand on your computer, you like it? Hell yeah. Bro, I lowered that depot for half a second. He's in. He's in. Barcode is locked in, guys. Look at this man. How many men in your life do you know that work this hard? Look at this. This is incredible. This is incredible. Beautiful. Beautiful.
What's going on? Move it.
Research complete.
Yeah, Swedish chef. How much did you bet on the game? Huh? You coming? He's here. He's coming in here to tell us how they have a chance of winning, and then tomorrow he's gonna come into chat to tell us how much money he lost on the team. But you could just tell us right now, how much money are you about to lose? We don't have to wait till tomorrow to find out. You could just let us know what you bet, and that'll be the answer. I can't be a tragic character if good things happen to me. I need you to understand that. The Jets are never just gonna start winning out of nowhere. That's not how it works. Oh, shit. It's gonna be a lot of Bane Lorinos, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There it is. GG. You think Gruden will be the coach of the Jets next year? I mean, I don't... Even if I thought that I was, like, educated enough to know enough to be able to come to a determination like that, I can't think of a reason why John Gruden, a guy who's currently suing the NFL, I don't see him coming back into the league at all. Did something happen that I'm not aware of with that? Did Gruden drop the lawsuit, or am I thinking of a different Gruden? I'm currently under the impression that the only relevant Gruden in the NFL is suing the league. The former coach of the Raiders you're talking about, right? I don't know he's... I don't know if they're gonna just let him back in while he's actively suing them. So, like, even if they agreed because of money to work together, they would probably... The news would probably be that the lawsuit is dropped first, right? That's yeah, not to be condescending or anything. I just assume that if he's gonna go back into the NFL, the very first thing that will happen is him drop his lawsuit against the NFL. So, if you're asking me personally if I would like to have a really good head coach for my team, yeah, sure. But you know, I mean, the Jets. A lot of the Jets' problems are top down with the ownership and stuff like that. So. That's really the big thing people don't get. Like, no matter how many people you shuffle through, when it's, you know, when the rot when the rot is at the top, it doesn't really matter who is doing what anywhere else. So, Cowboys have the same problem. The Cowboys and the Jets are two teams that got bought in the 90s that started to suck major ass afterwards. Neither of them have been competitively relevant for a very long time. And before the Cowboys fans start yapping, you guys should know the Jets have more playoff wins since 2000 than you do. So get fucked. All right, did anybody else? Did I miss any other groups I can insult here freely?
What's going on? What's going on?
Another pool first. Look at this. We're getting some cheesy barcode Zerg players suddenly. That's what I get for opening Reaper the other game, huh? You like CD Lamb? Yeah, he's pretty good.
What's going on? SCV ready. Sure.
Now we're two teams that spend tons of money on trying to look good and be flashy, achieving and accomplishing absolutely nothing for many, many, many years, and then our talent goes to a different team to win a Super Bowl. That's about it. That's about it. Maybe when our team isn't owned by a tool anymore, one can only pray.
SCV ready.
Or coached by one. Yeah, I mean, again, we've gone through good coaches, we've gone through bad coaches. We've had all pro players on our teams. We've had former Super Bowl winners on our teams, you know. The only thing that seems consistent to me is ownership. Even the Commanders started to show a little bit of life after they got rid of Snyder. It's reassuring. It's a reminder that because, you know, people live for long times and billionaires have a very tight stranglehold on basically the entire planet, that yes, the odds of something bad enough happening to our owner for him to not be able to own the Jets and sell it to somebody else would have to be crazy. So, you know, it's not really like fun to blame the ownership because there's like, you're just absolutely fucked most of the time in that situation. So what do you do, right? What do? You got to come up with other things to blame. But this is one of the reasons why Nathan's pretty chill about his Jets fandom. I know we suck. It's because largely of our terrible ownership that sets a bad example from the top down that cascades into everything else. And truthfully, I do hope our team could win in spite of them one year, you know? It's not like it hasn't happened, but survey says doubt. That's all. Just says doubt. They're probably going to keep Aaron Glenn next year. I think they're going to keep Aaron Glenn, especially because Justin Fields is, again, this is just one of those things that happens because we try to pick up some quarterback who's basically fighting for a backup spot next year now, somewhere else. Fields isn't even starting tomorrow, to the best of my knowledge, either. But it has a lot to do with this. Yeah, he's so statistically below average that they're not even blaming the coach or anything like that anymore. Most of the fans, from my understanding, from what I've seen from other Jets fans, most Jets fans they just kind of get it. So you're like, yeah, they're not gonna fire this guy just because we had the worst quarterback in the entire league. That is enough to keep his job safe. That's all I'm saying. It is enough to keep his job safe that Justin Fields played so bad, it's like outlier level bad. So we'll have Aaron Glenn next year for sure. And then if they decide to swap up, you know, it'll depend a lot on what happens next year to some degree. But they might go full Zach Wilson experiment with it and let him play let whoever they take 2 years, let the coach stay 2 years. All options seem like they're on the table there. All the options seem like they're on the table there. What you got? What you got? Oh, he's already got a lot of Hydras.
Your add-on is complete.
Oh yeah, no, we're cooked, right? I mean, this is over. I don't know how we're supposed to hold this. Just not enough, huh? Well, it's tough. They open up pool first, and then they just rush high. Like, the fact that he opens pool first and then doesn't do anything aggressive is just brutal. Because I can't really do anything, right? Like, he opens pool first, he's rushing roaches or speedlings, so I can't do reapers. So, like, even though I'm trying to play a strategy that allows me to be on the map and try to be aggressive, when I get put against somebody who plays, like, such an intentionally, like... He basically played like a fuck you build, right? Like, this was just a giant middle finger from him. Because he goes pool, gas, straight to third base, straight to lair, but he's not even actually going lair, right? He's going up to Hydras. It's not like a tech rush. But he basically was like, I'm going to go pool first just in case you go Reapers, and then I'm going to just rush to Hydralisks. So, that's unfortunate, but just the way it goes. It's the way it goes. That's the second Zerg in a row I've run into doing that. So, just horrible luck that I would sit 2 different players in a row that do the same build. I think if I just had more stuff, I would be fine, though. So, like, if I just had, like, double or triple the amount of Hellions with Blue Flame, maybe I can kill that. But it's just hard, because, again, you know, I have to respect the fact that he opens up with a pool first. I can't be that greedy when he's got his spawning pool at 30 seconds.
It's time to kick things off.
SCV ready. What's going on?
It's a Terran player, so we've got a little TVT action going on.
SCV ready.
See what he's got. I've got about an hour of games left for you guys today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it very much. Hope you've enjoyed watching Nathan break off some of the rust.
What's going on? Big job, huh? SCV ready. We hear you. What's going on? Huh? Go ahead. Big job, huh? SCV ready. Well, butter my... What's going on? In the rear with the... Huh? In the rear. SCV ready. Go ahead.
All right, and now he leaves.
Ah! You scared me. SCV ready. What's going on?
I'm just glad he wasn't proxying us. That's nice. Siege tanks with walls is what you like to do versus Hydras. That's fair. Something you should understand about my stream is that I do get put against people who try to intentionally waste my time. So I purposely don't ever play turtle builds like that. My strategies will always fall under one of two categories. Will either be me doing some kind of 1 base or 2 base all in, or I'm playing a play style that is out on the map and active. Because of that, I'm always going to do worse in games where I have to be defending. So this is like one of the ways that I basically balance out my play style. So you'll never see me make a wall of siege tanks. In fact, I think I'll say it on stream almost every day. But I personally prefer to cap the number of tanks I build in any game at like 5 or 6 max. If I could get away with not building any siege tanks, if I could get away without building any siege tanks ever, I would. Like, if I could unbind them, I would. So, But I would literally rather lose games to entertain my viewers than win games where I'm sitting here with like 17 tanks just being like, guess I'll scratch my balls again, guys. You know, like, no, that's not really, it's not how I do it. If you tune into my stream, you're either going to see me harassing, poking, and prodding, or you're going to see me dying to like 30 roaches at once because I just don't have tanks. And that's okay. I'm never going to have those tanks. So that's just the way it is. I would always rather die and just go next than make a giant wall of tanks so that the game lasts 45 minutes. I just don't want to do that. Plus, it gives my audience something to talk about. Like, is it morally right for Nathan not to build tanks just to entertain us? Or do you think he's making it up because he's secretly bad with tanks and wants to, like, try and cover for it somehow? You know? You guys can come up with your own little subplots and whatnot, too. That's the best part. You don't even have to agree with me. Make it your whole lore. But I would always rather lose a game than make 20 siege tanks. I just won't do it.
She's ready.
Picking up or dropping off? Understood.
SCV ready.
ETA 1 minute.
Add-ons made.
SCV ready.
Now what?
What's going on?
Where's the emergency? Picking up. Now what? Where's the emergency? Light flight
SCV
here.
ready.
On my way. Heading out. Acknowledged.
Ready to go.
Got him.
Command Center 2.0.
SCV ready.
You like that I use the Liberators a lot? Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Liberators are like, you know, unlike siege tanks, they're not quite as boring of a unit. You do have to siege them, which is like kind of meh. I feel like if you're gonna have to use 1 or 2 units that siege, at least the Liberator is like actually just straight up good in a lot of situations. So I've always felt like it's nice. The Liberator recently got a pretty big buff in the quality of life update that they did in the beginning of October. So I've been using the Liberator quite a bit more than I normally do. So that's just been nice. Oh, we are cooked, boys. Look at that. He's hitting me from the front. He's hitting me from the back. He's hitting me from the front and the back. GG. Yo, Johnny Roger, thank you for the 3-year sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, all these guys I'm losing to are way better than me, so I don't really have anything to say. If I got matched against somebody that was on my own MMR, maybe I'd have a better chance. Who knows? Let's go next. You thought they nerfed the Liberator with the sight range? Yes, but they also buffed it. They also buffed it. Yo, thanks, Johnny Roger, for the 5 gift subs. God bless you, man. Thank you, dude. Stay based, sir. Thank you so much.
Bad news. SCV ready. Ah, you scared me. We hear you. Big job, huh? What's going? SCV ready. Let's go. Huh? Let's go. Let's go. SCV ready. Go ahead.
When's the last time you made a ton of siege tanks? Well, I'm going to assume that by a ton you mean more than I normally would build, right? So we could go by my definition of a ton. We'll say that a ton of siege tanks. A ton, for me, would probably be like maybe 15 or 16 tanks, right? That seems like a ton. When's the last time I built 16 siege tanks in a ladder game? I'm not sure I have. I mean, maybe at some point I did, like way in the distant past, but no idea. I'm just gonna say I haven't. I don't think I've ever built 16 siege tanks in a ladder game before. I actually just don't think I have. If you'd like to like go like dig up the evidence, like honestly, I'd be okay with that. Please out me as a liar. That would actually make my life easier. If you out me as a liar here, I'd appreciate that, because I honestly would love to know myself. So, all right, I give you guys permission. Go stalk my history. Go find out. All right, the truth is out there, etc. Damn, he pulled first it too. He's crazy. He's crazy. Chat's gonna pull a 16 tank game from a year ago and call you out. Good luck. I didn't stream last year, so good luck with that. You're gonna have to go a little further back. Good luck. It says a lot about how competent you guys think I am that so many people do actually think that I've just been streaming nonstop for years and years and doing nothing else. I do appreciate that. You guys think I'm like really good at this stuff. That's very kind of you. It is very nice. Let's see, we got anything else? Doesn't look like it. Well, Nate, he's on 2 bases. We're past 3.5 minutes. Probably time to rein it in. I've only been streaming for like, I think I'm on my 4th month now. On my 4th month of streaming. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I haven't been doing it too much. Yeah, you might have to go back to like 2014. You might have to go back to like 2014 or 2015 to find a game where I built that many tanks. Especially when they added Liberators to the game. And Cyclones, because they gave me other mech units to build. Of course, I can't get this wall up. Whew. Whew. What the actual... Was that really his plan? Was that really it the whole time? Bro, that was intense, man. That's some heavy shit. Whew. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's try that. Control audio via OBS. Let's put that on there. All right. We'll see if that fixed it. Do I have... Let's see. Is this on here? Oh, Slob's Alert. That's the problem. The volume is set to 0%. I'm going to set it to 25% at first. And then if nobody hears the next one, then... oh, it was totally muted too? What am I... What's wrong with this sound device? Okay. I think we're... Well, it might make a noise the next time something happens. We'll see. Guys will just have to see. Oh, there we go. Oh, it wasn't going to any audio tracks. Ah, it didn't have any audio tracks selected. All right, well, now it's at 25% instead of 0. So the next time somebody subs or whatever's, the sound effect will play, and you guys can easily... It shouldn't be ear bleeding, because I only went 25, but... What was his build? Did he go pool first? I'm shocked that he tried to Bane bust me after that. I just wasn't expecting the Bane bust. You use Streamlabs OBS? Yeah, I've heard their updates break a lot of stuff. Part of the issue is that OBS Studio, like, nothing ever really breaks for me. So when I turned on the streaming stuff after like a year of not doing any of it, some of it was like I had this whole stream configuration set up I used to use where the audio was split. So there'd be like a different audio if you were watching the stream versus watching the VOD, because like basically copyrighted music wouldn't get saved to the VOD. So I had this really complex like double track setup, and I'm not using that anymore. But some things that were split off were still split off to the old track that I'm not using. So the issue, if you guys are curious, is that it wasn't going to any audio tracks because I'm not using the second track anymore. So it wasn't going to the main track because I used to not send the alerts on the VOD, but now I'm not doing that anymore. So it was just going to this other track that doesn't exist. So yeah, it should work now. It should work now the next time we get an alert. But I just gotta pee and then we'll play a few more games. Okay, guys? I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging. God bless you. Happy Saturday. All right, I'm back. See? I told you real quick. Easy like. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Is that a vanilla Coke? Yeah, I've got a... It's a vanilla, holiday creamy vanilla Coke Zero.
The quest for glory begins.
Protoss. Protoss this game.
Big job, huh? SCV ready.
Yeah, they had this. They had this at the Winco, so I had to pick it up. Had to pick it up. We did a Winco trip yesterday. That was very nice. We got a bunch of stuff. It was quite amazing. Quite amazing.
What's going? SCV ready.
You know what I got? You know what I got waiting for me downstairs after my stream is over? Tortilla chips and spicy queso. I have to admit, the queso's really not spicy enough. I'd need to throw some, like, cayenne pepper in there, but it's good. It's good. And a dog. Yeah, he's somewhere. He's somewhere. He might not be downstairs. He could be on the bed. I don't know at this point. He kind of Mundo goes wherever he pleases, sort of deal.
Man the rear. SCV ready.
And a cat, I guess, if we're going to be super literal. Kiki is downstairs for sure. Kiki is definitely downstairs.
SCV ready. Roger. Yep. Ben, what's going on? Huh?
Maybe, Prometheum. Maybe. Pretty late for a probe scout, don't you think?
SCV ready. Go ahead. Got something. Fuser SCV ready. What's going? I'm listening.
What you got? What you got? You hiding something out in front of my base, huh? You bastard.
What? You want something? Bad news. What's going on? SCV ready. Got some. I'm listening. Sir, what's it worth?
The probe was pretty late, which is why I wanted the second Reaper. Because I thought maybe I could get more Reapers if I could fast expand, but I didn't really think I could end up fast expanding if he was proxying me. And because the probe scout came so late, it definitely felt like a proxy, so... We know that all the high-level Protoss players probe scout every game, so when people don't probe scout, it means they're not doing high-level strategies, which means we gotta be careful.
SCV ready. Go ahead.
He's got an Oracle. Well, that ends up kind of working in a little bit our favor. I think this is a good build setup for us. I just want to make sure I get an engineering bay. And I got a third base, so I feel like both of those should help a lot. Both of those should help a lot. Yeah, in about maybe 45 minutes, I'm going to be heading up. To the brewery to go see Katie at the end of her shift. We're going to get a beer together. Going to have a nice pretzel. Meeting up with some friends. We made some friends out here that are pretty based as well. I met a guy who's got an OG Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician. He's got them all. He's got Dark Magician, original Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon. He's even got the holographic polymerization card. So Nathan's been making some friends. We've been making friends with about nerd stuff. I'll let you guys know when our relationship gets serious enough for us to all play Fortnite together. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really get worse than this, right? Okay, you know, I actually kind of still like these odds. Yeah, I actually still don't hate him. Maybe I'm wrong, but I still don't hate him. All right, good. We know he has a bunch of charge lots, so that part's like not very surprising. But for him to have to commit that much to get his third base, that's a good thing. Stasis wards, man. I gotta remember, I gotta like use my brain a little bit more, because I saw that he opened with the Oracle. It's how he killed my Reapers. He killed my Reapers, Nathan. And then you know what else he did? He never sent the Oracle out on the map. Do you know how I know that? Because he never came into my base and killed my SCVs. So we did have all the evidence was in front of us. It would have, you know, it was almost negligent to not consider the possibility that he would have a stasis trap on top of the ramp. I let you down. I let you down. You trusted me, and I failed you, as Alfred once said to Bruce Wayne.
Your command center's got some new toys.
Oh my gosh, he's got the tower. Bro. It can't really go worse than this. Can't really go worse than this, huh? Nathan, do you want to take the watchtower? Well, go fuck yourself. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Do 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 do. Usually when they're toying with you like food, taking your fourth base is the easiest way to get them to commit. Even the most doodliest dude bro who's terrified of commitment will commit if you try to take your fourth before they want you to. This will be the camel that breaks the straw's back. Well, every time I've tried to go out on the map, it's gone terribly. Specifically because I don't have... I mean, he's got a lot of... He's got Phoenix and charge lots. Everything he's done this game has just been sitting outside my base waiting for me to leave and then jumping on me. Like, that is this game in a nutshell. So it's like just kind of tough because I'm trying to consider like what the move is, how do I get out of this spot I'm in, etc. Like, I guess I can scan before I go to the tower and just try and limit it that way, but we definitely have to be considering the possibility that he's just going like right into carriers. Okay, Tempest is fine. Actually not worried about Tempests. Those are fine. Those are fine. Maybe we want like one more. What do you guys think? Is he's just gonna try and like go like to this spot and just get me to leave that way? That seems like what somebody doing this strategy would do. So all I really have to do, I guess, is just defend this point because that's where he's most likely to try and wedge himself. Yep, there it is. Yeah, the Immortals too. It's just too much. I think that's game. GG. Let's go next. Too fragile, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of Immortals too. That many Immortals against Cyclones. You would need a lot of Cyclones to overwhelm an army that is that technically sound. But that kind of just goes back to the beginning of the game, right? All the Cyclones we lost while we were waiting for the stasis to end. The Cyclones in the stasis that ended up dying. Like, basically everything that could have... I tried to take the Watchtower and he just had his whole army there just waiting to jump me. Like, those are two things that cost me... Even though I didn't lose the game at those points, like I didn't leave... I didn't have any units either. So I was like proceeding from a point where he had like 30 army supply and I had 0 army supply. So like in that situation, I was always going to have less units than him. So I kind of needed to get a little bit lucky and it just didn't end up happening. That's just the way it goes sometimes.
It's time to kick things off.
What's going on? In the rear with the... What? SCV ready. In the rear. What's going... SCV ready. Big job, What's going on? SCV ready. Bad news. You scared me. SCV ready. Go ahead. What's going on? SCV ready.
All the Zerg players have just been insanely aggressive today. Whether I do my Reaper opening or not, I think almost every Zerg player's gone pool first. These guys know if I max out with my Death Ball, they're not going to be able to win, so it's tough. That's why I tried to hide who I was so I could get away with it. But people are still giga paranoid. Let's see what he's got. See what he has got going on.
Go ahead. SCV ready. Huh? The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Roach Warren. There it is.
Big job. Yes. The Grim Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. All right. Let's do this. I'm listening. SCV ready. Got something.
There we go.
You want something? The Grim Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. Done. Nothing I can't handle. Got kill. The Grim Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. What's it worth? Fear the Reaper. Yes, indeed. SCV
Look at that. Burrowed roaches, man. He's crazy.
what's it worth? Got something for me to kill. SCV ready. What's going on? What's it SCV ready.
Okay. See, that's one way to kind of get him to mess off, right? Burn a scan. Not necessarily something I want to have to be doing in this situation, but it's just the way it's going to go. All right, then. Like I said, guys, everybody today has just been doing crazy, cheesy shit. Especially the Zerg players. They're feeling ornery. They're feeling ornery today. Something, something medulla oblongata. Yeah, that's actually not too bad, though.
Your add-on is complete.
Big job, huh? Yep, SCV ready. Let's get into the fight.
This will be the toughest part, because, like, obviously getting our third base when he's got access to burrow roaches and possibly speed roaches soon, that's just never going to be an easy thing to deal with. But the goal here is to just try and get our third base. He doesn't have to let us, though. He doesn't have to let us. Yeah, okay. That's about what we thought, right? Because we know he has the burrow, he has all the guys in our base, etc. Yeah, look how many. Oh, he's got the spire. Well, all right. We know he has a spire, so it's going to be mutalisks, right? He's going to have mutas coming at us very soon.
Add-on done. Swap away.
He's taking another base there, too.
Add-on finished.
In the rear with the gear.
Alright, well, this is really the only move I can make. That's actually not too shabby. Oh, I saved my armory. Got a bunch of his drones. He did confirm that we're building Thors, so I mean that's gonna be just something we're gonna have to cross when we get there. I'm sure the roach count is about to explode back up again. I just need to try and segue into Liberators if that's possible.
The add-on is complete.
Okay.
Liberation is at hand.
All right. Well, we're getting everything back together again. He's being very aggressive, so that's nice. He's been trying to kill me from the very first minute of this game. It's been a non-stop assault from him, so I would expect nothing less. I'd expect nothing less. I would absolutely expect nothing less. All right, that looks like game though. I think we're cooked here. GG, well played. Let's go next. Yeah, look at that gas pool at like 8. Every Zerg today, guys. All of the Zerg players, and like I can't even be paranoid because most of these guys have been playing a bunch, right? Actually, this is the first time this guy's played in 28 days on this account. Never mind, I take it back. I take it back. He might have gotten on just to play me, but every Zerg we played today has been going pool first. Most of them are playing other games, so. Just getting cheesed every single game. All right, we got a game. Now, this guy always insta-quits if we get TVT. So that's how I know that this game is either Zerg or Protoss. So I can be kind of greedy here. I'm just going to go Command Center first. Actually, I'm going to do my Reaper build because I think he's probably Zerg. But this guy never plays against me if he gets random and gets Terran. So we'll just play it like it's TVZ. Have you thought about hiding your screen when you're playing so people can't see when you queue? Oh, if it was a real problem. If it was a real problem, honestly, I don't think I'd be able to stream. Honestly. If it was, like, actually a big deal, I don't think I'd be able to stream, so. We have to be able to talk about things without getting emotional, guys. We have to. If we can't talk about it without getting emotional, what are we doing, you know? Sometimes people do try to queue into us. But you notice we don't have to get worked up about that. We don't have to like fly into a rage and start making impulsive decisions on how we fix it and rah, 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 rah. We don't do that. Sometimes I'm just gonna tell you guys that sometimes people definitely play some sussy stuff like that. Like that guy's account was inactive for 27 days before getting on to do nothing other than play the most like sweaty game ever against me. Like sometimes I'm just gonna tell you that, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm not looking to make any life-changing decisions. Sometimes I'm just letting you know what I think happened in a game we played. See, I knew he was Zerg. He always insta-leaves if he gets Terran when he plays random. So there are things we can rely on. There are ways we can rely on our opponents in this game, which is nice. But this guy does not play TVT. Well, I won't be able to do anything aggressive against him, right? Because he went pool first, so. This is just another guy doing the same thing that everybody else has been doing today. That's all. We're getting more of that. Just another Zerg player going for some pool first, one base cheeserino. I am not going to get to play any macro games against Zerg today, guys. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm just not going to respect him. I don't think he has speed links coming up because I think this guy's probably all about his, like, mix-ups kind of thing. You know, considering the build he went for. Oh, there is speed. Okay. Okay. Well, if he went speedlings with that, then I guess it's probably fine. Guess we're probably fine. I was gonna say if he was, I just assumed he would put his gas to like going straight to roaches, but the fact that he ended up getting ling speed means between that and the lair, it's gonna cost him. It's gonna cost him a little bit, so a little bit of gas. Maybe we aren't under the same necessary degree of pressure from the tech follow-up. It could still be mutas. Lots of people go speedlings into mutas. But it doesn't necessarily have to be roaches anymore, which is nice. I guess we'll build like 3 tanks. I don't want to move these guys out. I know he has speedlings, so the idea of kind of like throwing these away into not necessarily a blender, but just want to be a little bit, at least a little bit deliberate about how I approach this. Just get a few Hellions so that the Reapers can go out on the map is like the important thing. Alright, I have 2 Hellions. I guess that's gotta be enough for something. It's gotta be enough for something. Let's go poke him. See what he's got. Yeah, well, that's what you thought was gonna happen, isn't it, Nate? Isn't it? There's no hope. There's no getting out of this one. This is why you wanted to wait for the Hellions, and, well, you probably should have waited for, like, 10 Hellions against this.
Add-ons finished. More of those.
Yeah, he's pushing the creep up so far. If I could not get supply blocks so brutally, things would be different too. That's a good point. Astute observation.
Good thing you've got more of those, right?
Nice.
Find out a mineral field. You've depleted that mineral field. Upgrade ready.
What I really need to be concerned about is if he did that like big bust type move on that planetary base. Like that's genuinely what I would be afraid of in this situation. But I don't think I have to be afraid here.
Reporting for action.
Good thing you've got more of those. Your add-on is complete.
But you'll see here, I'm not kidding when I say though, I am trying to make as few siege tanks as I can get away with. I never really want to be just building a bunch of tanks. It's not my groove. It's not my groove at all. And we've almost got enough to be able to go out on the map, so we're getting there. We are getting there. I'm just glad he didn't Bane pop the planetary base, and we just ideally keep moving forward, keep gaining supply, etc., etc. And I'd like to just go move out on the map and try and push him if I can.
Got freedom.
Research complete.
I have too many SCVs, too. Actually, he's about to clear out a bunch of supply for me. Oh, he's got a bunch of static defense, too. Yeah, this is perfect. Let's go. Fuck it. We ball. We ball. Yeah, he threw away so many banelings. What was he thinking? He threw away so many banelings.
Your CVs didn't build your base just like
There's the counterattack. Yeah, you got any more spine crawlers, bro? Yes, yes, run, run. Run, run, gingerbread man. If only it wasn't a known fact. If only it wasn't a known fact that this guy insta-leaves if he gets Terran versus Terran, so you can rule out one of the matchups when you play against him. It makes it a little easier to know what his random is. Imagine playing random and leaving a matchup. Like you just kind of let people know. People can tell who you are. It helps. He was really gonna dead-ass send all of his drones to the bottom left with nothing there. Crazy. Crazy. Yo, what's up, Steady B? How you doing? Brother Nathanias, what's up? If I may ask, what is the best Terran build versus Swarm hosts or a build against Air Toss? Well, I've been having a lot of success versus Sky Toss with just Viking, Liberator, and Raven. Ravens to use Interference Matrix on any of their big powerful units like Carriers, and Vikings and Liberators to clean everything else up. I like a mix of like 25 to 35 Vikings, about 10 to 20 Liberators, and maybe usually 6 to 8 Ravens. And then as far as anything else you want to pepper in there, like maybe 3 or 4 tanks is what I usually have. And maybe somewhere in the realm of 0 to 10 Banshees. The Banshees are like the fault, like you kind of warm up with that into the other air units. But yeah, I hope that helps. Honestly, so happy to see people still playing SC2. I only play co-op, but it makes me happy. Dude, I love co-op, man. I play co-op like every day, so I'm totally right there with you. I'm right there with you. This was a nice game, though. Even if he did still, I mean, we should just look at the build order here. I'm still guessing extractor trick, and then pool first. So wild. But thank you for your comments. Appreciate it, Chris. And thank you, Carlos. My favorite unit is the Hellion. I love the Hellion. My favorite unit overall, like outside of Terran, is probably the Archon. Archons have been one of my favorite units since Brood War. I would usually say that they're my favorite unit in StarCraft entirely is the Archon. It's just hard to find any unit in the game that really rivals the badassery of the Archon, if that makes sense. You really won't find a lot of units that are gonna give the kind of energy the Archon does. So I'm gonna play one last game tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Gonna play one more game and then I'm gonna freshen up and head off to see the wife. So happy Saturday. I'll be back on tomorrow morning, but I just want to say I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, and yeah, thank you. The merging is complete. Me after entering the expressway. There you go. There you go. There you go. You either love Void Razor if you use them properly. Vikings, hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I played Brood War from like 2004 up until the release of SC2. I was 11 years old and I was just like, you're telling me these two guys sacrificed themselves just to become a ball of fire to take on their greatest enemy? I was like, this is the coolest shit when I was like 12 years old. So obviously I was a Protoss player. I'm like, oh, I've got this ship that shoots out other ships. Holy shit. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to see why you could fall in love with Protoss. It is. And then in StarCraft 2, they made them suck. So they gave them this like cheesy warp gate shit, and then they're like, yeah, now hold position a unit in your wall forever, bitch. And I'm like, single-handedly, the lack of any type of walling thing for Protoss is like single-handedly, I think, the #1 thing stopping me from playing the race. Because if it wasn't for PvZ, maybe I could. It's asking me a lot to have to manage a dude in a wall like that the entire game, or I instantly lose. Like, no, I refuse. I'd rather play Terran so I can build a depot and say fuck you with that instead. In fact, that's exactly what I am doing. I'm playing Terran, so.
What's going on? SCV ready. Huh? SCV ready. Bad news. Huh? Yes, sir. Bad news. Has arrived. What you want? Big shot? What's it worth?
Let's see. Anything? Bueller. Oh, thank you, Steady B. Thank you for the $2 super chat. What the hell? Thank you, man. God bless you. Someone's hooking it up in the YouTube stream. Appreciate you, sir.
add-on is complete.
Big job, huh? Bad news? What's it?
You didn't build your
Cat from above.
Thank you, Christopher, for the double chat. I don't know. Is that what you call it? Would I call that a double chat? Is it a double super? I don't know the lingo. Thank you. I appreciate it. Big thanks. Big thanks. Hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Again, I'll be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow I am not heading up to the brewery, so I am probably just gonna be here. I'm gonna be here streaming, most likely. We'll see how the Jets game goes. If the Jets win, then I do give myself permission to drink. So we're gonna probably, I can't guarantee my presence if we magically upset the Ravens. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'll be on here probably around the time Katie heads out. So we can watch the end of that game together, or we can pretend that it's not happening at all. We can pretend it's not happening at all. So.
is getting blasted. Your research has concluded.
Cyclone receiving. Oh, I'll get there. Adjusting for new coordinates. In gear. Then I'll stop gun. SCV ready. Cyclone en route. Comms got a target in mind. It's online. Let's go.
Well, this is the idea, right? Is that
Channels clear systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Bad news. SCV ready. You got coordinates or what? SCV ready.
this works? Yeah, basically I think Blink is kind of getting close, but also this is my last game of the day, so I'm gonna do a different build than the one I've been doing all day. That's really about it. I've been doing a lot of 1-1-1 builds against Protoss for the majority of this stream, so sometimes I just kind of rotate through some other builds. Like, if I'm being honest with you, if you want me to like completely pull the veil back and make it boring, I can just tell you that I want to do this type of build a little bit more, where it looks like my one base Cyclone all in, but it's not. And that's the real reason why I'm doing this. I kind of view this game, I was like, maybe I'll end the stream, maybe I'll just go. But then I was like, maybe I can play one more game on stream. This is what I said in my head to myself. I was like, maybe I'll play one more game, but I'll try something a little bit different so I can use it as like a testing ground sort of game. That said, I tried to do this maybe one or two other times today, but this is something that I kind of want to be doing, because I think if he were to push me with just Stalkers, I could hold it with this many Cyclones, even with the limited amount of production compared to him. So that's the serious answer. But the idea is simple. If he goes for like a Stargate opener, I could just make an engineering bay and try to commit to an all-in. But in a situation like this, where maybe he doesn't want to attack me because his observers can see the amount of stuff I have, what if he went mass charge lots? Well, then I'd win the game for free, because charge lots are terrible against this. If he tried to A-move me right now with like 30 zealots, I would kill 11 of them in 3 seconds. And then the rest of it would just be microing around the other ones. Have you never used Cyclones against Zealots before? They're pretty good. If you micro, Cyclones are much better than Zealots. Seriously, I would recommend it. And of course, the other side is that I should be able to get out on the map too. I really did think he was going to do some kind of push here. So let's see. He doesn't have the tower. Ah, yes, the moment I leave my base. You know, I even made sure to kill the observer before I did anything here either. That's just bad luck. That's just bad luck. I think the game is over because I don't really know how I'm gonna get into a better position here, but the goal was to fight with the planetary, but he kind of just dove on my base. He kind of just dove on it as soon as I left my base, tragically. So I just really, really bad timing. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do here. All right, GG. Yeah, I mean, that's just something that happens. Sometimes I play versus these guys, and I think this game is another great example. We can see if he played any other games today, but when people just sit outside your base, he did. When people just sit outside your base and are like, the moment you try to leave your base, I'm just going to all in you, even though I have no vision, it's like, you know, I could come up with a bunch of excuses. I could come up with a million excuses for how he does something like that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change anything, so that's going to be it for the show tonight, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to go get a beer with my wife. God bless you, and I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow.